metal hook and plastic needle that came with it. Start off by finding the small peg on the outside of your loom. Then take the end of your yarn and create a loose knot. Be sure to leave a few inches hanging off and make sure that your yarn is still connected to the skein. Now I'm going to show you how to create the first layer of E-wraps. Take your working yarn, which is the yarn that's still connected to the skein, and you're going to just wrap one peg at a time, any direction that you want actually. So I'm going to go to the right, and then I'm going to loop clockwise every single time. When you're doing this, make sure that you don't wrap it too tight, but also not too loose, so somewhere right in the middle. Once there's a loop on every single peg, you're going to push everything down, and then you're going to continue by forming a second layer of E-wraps. Now you should have 2 loops on every single peg. Go ahead and grab your hook and you're going to pull the bottom loop up over the top loop on every single peg. Once you're done with that, you're going to repeat the exact same steps for pretty much the entire hat until I show you how to finish it off. That means that I pushed everything down and then I just looped every single peg once again so that each peg has 2 loops, and I'm going to bring the bottom loop up over the top loop on every peg. Every peg. Now that I have a few rows completed, I'm going to just take off my knot. And you can untie it. So I'm just bringing that to the inside, and you can see that the hat is now starting to gain a little bit of length. I've already done 6 rows, and I am keeping track on this little pad of paper, so every time I do a row, I'm just marking off a little dash. And I have my phone to listen to music. It's a good idea to multitask while you're doing this because it's going to take a long time to finish all of your rows. I'm going to get back to listening to my music, and I'm just going to start wrapping my 7th layer and then pull the bottom loop up over the top on all of them and keep going until this hat is longer. Now I have completed 20 wraps. So here's what the loom looks like right now. At this point you can actually start trying it on your head, so just leave it attached to the loom, of course, and see how much more you want. Of course, if you want to fold it over at the bottom, you'll make it a little bit longer. For this hat, I believe that I did about 36 rows. I didn't keep track, but you can actually count the stitches that go across, so this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and you just continue following that up all the way to the top. So there's about 36. I decided to make my hat 33 rows long. So now I'm going to take the working yarn that's still connected, and I'm going to just cut it off. You want to leave a couple of feet of yarn to work with. Then grab your needle and thread your yarn through. Pull out a few inches so it doesn't fall off while you're sewing, and now I'm going to show you how to finish the hat. So you're going to do this around the entire loom. You're going to make sure there's just 1 loop on every peg now, and you will put the end of the yarn through the loop, and once you're sure that it's through, you can just pull that off of the peg like that, and you'll move on to the next one. Stick the needle down through that. feed it all the way through, and then remove the yarn from the peg again, and you're going to just do this to every single peg. I am just going to sew through the final loop. Remove the hat from the loom, and you'll see there's still an opening in the top. You're just going to pull the yarn really tightly until that closes up. Now you'll want to make sure that the end of the yarn is secure, so you're just going to go through some random loops and make some knots. I'll just go right here and pull through, and if you want you can stick the yarn through that to form a knot. You'll want to do this a few times, just make sure that it's not going to come untied. You can pick a different loop of yarn or a couple of them, put that through. Once I'm happy with the knot, I'm going to cut. It's okay if you can see a little bit of the end because this is going to be the inside of the hat. Before you wear this, you'll want to do the same thing with the yarn at the bottom. Just go ahead and make some knots again. I put the needle back on to help me, so I'm just going to choose a loop and stick the needle through, of course, and just make knots. So I just cut the excess, and now I'm going to flip the hat to the right side. Now you've made a cozy hat that is perfect for the fall and winter weather. It's going to get really cold soon. I'm not looking forward to it, but at least I'll look fabulous. Yeah. But seriously, you can customize this hat. You can add a pom-pom, you can add flowers, you can do whatever you want, and you can make it any color you want as long as you can find yarn at the store in that color. I made this one too. I'm never going to wear it, but I just wanted you guys to see what the first hat I made looks like. Hat hair to the extreme. Thank you guys so much for watching this So Craftastic video. I do put out a new DIY every single Friday, so stay tuned. Last week on my Crafty Friday video, I showed you guys how to make galaxy jewelry. Super amazingly pretty and cool. And now that I described it that way, you probably don't want to watch, but I promise it's so awesome looking. It's out of this world. Moving on to the photos that you guys sent to me of your galaxy jewelry and other various crafts that I've featured on my channel in the past. Thank you guys so much for sending all the amazing creations that you are seeing right now. I really appreciate that you guys take the time to do this and that you are so into being interactive and showing everyone else what you have made. I think everyone enjoys it a lot. That's all. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and stay tuned for my upcoming holiday, wintry, Christmas videos. I'm going to have a ton of DIYs, so you don't want to miss out. I hope you guys have a great rest of the day, and I'll see you soon. Bye! Today on Crafty Friday, I'm going to show... Okay. Weird bird. I'm going to show you how to make your very own yarn. I feel like I'm dragging. Okay. Take a million. Oh god. You can. Oh, I got this stuck on my hair. Oh. Yay! Oh. Last week on Friday. Seriously, look at this. What am I really doing? I don't even know.